How about accommodation for students? How about part-time job? Any advice on how to apply or prepare for jobs while studying?
You might get rejected from everywhere.
Job market for biotechnology and the QC related jobs.
It's not that easy.
Yeah, okay. Hello everyone, this is Sai Tejashwini. Today we are gonna interview Disha here. Hi Disha, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. So, can you give a bit of your introduction to our audience?
Yeah, so my name is Disha, and I came to Ireland in 2020 to do my master's in biological and biomolecular science from University College Dublin. And currently I'm working as a scientist in Wuxi Biologics.
How was your academic experience at UCD when you were here?
So I did my master's in 2020, and that was around COVID. So everything was online, unfortunately. But I was fortunate that I got the opportunity to actually do my thesis by being in the lab. So that was about two months of practical lab experience, which was really good. But apart from that, all the virtual classes were really nice because the lecturers were really helpful, and even kind of our assignments where everything was online. So it was mostly open book exams, which was a bit better as well compared to normal exams.
What kind of skills or lab techniques do students need to learn while they are coming for the biotech related masters in Ireland?
Yeah, I would say that it really depends on what field you want to go in, because there's different departments. There could be engineering, quality control, or like manufacturing. So it really depends on what you want to do further. But for the general lab stuff, I would say that basic pipetting techniques and cell culture experience, which comes in handy for everything. Also, I would say a lot of lab requires experience in data analysis. So getting some experience in basic data analysis software could be basic Excel, or it could be like RStudio, which is like used here widely. That would be really good.
Okay. For students who are planning similar journey, I have partnered with Uniflik. Uniflik is a student-driven community which gives you a genuine and 100% unbiased guidance. They have supported over 120 students last year to secure offers from top universities like UCD and Trinity, and their visa success rate was 98%. Their service comes at a small refundable fee of 799 rupees, but with my code you can just get it for 499 rupees. So if you are serious about applying to premium universities abroad, starting with Uniflik can make the process much smoother. The link is in the description. How much time do students need to spend on the assignments and labs in your course?
I would say it is quite lab intensive. So if you go for your practicals, you would mostly spend the time in the lab, and for your assignments, I would say in a week, like 6 to 8 hours. And I would say that it's good if you go and attend the lectures, because you'll have a better understanding of what you're doing actually in the lab then. So it would take around 6 to 8 hours a week of your time.
Any tips for the students to handle the coursework and exams efficiently, especially for the students who are coming right after their undergrad? So, yeah, are there any tips?
I think students should start from day one and not leave the things for the last minute, because like personally for me, I like to do that because it's like more organized. If you do start with your assignments like bit by bit, like at the end near the deadline, you will not be stressed, and it won't be like too much. So I would just suggest that just like kind of try to manage your time and start doing small bits, so it's not too much.
How about accommodation for students near UCD or around Dublin, and also like any scams they need to avoid or something? Any tips for the accommodation for students here?
Yeah, so honestly, finding accommodation is a task in Ireland, but in UCD, there are a few areas around UCD where you could actually like get rentals. So there's like Dundrum, there's Belfield, Stillorgan. These are most popular areas where people would find accommodations, and usually students would share the house and the room to cut down the costs for it. And even like if you share the house, your bills will get divided, so it's just easier for students at the minute. The other option is getting the university accommodation, which is handy, but it's a bit expensive initially. And to avoid the scams, I would say that if you are moving into a house, just don't like believe anything that it says online. So just go and see it for yourself, or if you have a friend who can go and view it for you, because I was fortunate that I was able to ask a friend of mine who was already in Dublin
Okay.
before I came here, so she could actually go and view the house for me and like make sure that everything is genuine.
Yeah.
So I could pay the rent, and when I came here, I had a house. But in case if you don't have that option, so I would say just like come here and then stay in Airbnb or hotel for a while, and then look for houses by yourself, because there's no point in signing contracts and paying someone, and then you come here and you're like, this place doesn't exist.
Do you suggest any websites or online portals here to find accommodation safely without getting scammed or something?
So there are two official sites in Ireland. One is staffed.ie and the other is rent.ie, where people usually post any house that are on rent or for sale. So you could go through those sites and contact the landlords directly. Or the other option is getting involved in some Facebook groups. So there are different Facebook groups. There are like accommodation in Dublin, accommodation in Ireland, or accommodation for Indians in Ireland. There's like loads of Facebook groups. And also, like when you join UCD, you would have some support from the UCD people, because all the students who join at the same time usually like form groups as well. And if they know someone, like you would be able to get to know if there's any accommodation available. So it's also about like talking with people, networking. And these groups are actually really helpful, because I found some of my flatmates actually from these Facebook groups.
Can you share any rough figure like for the monthly budget of a student like who are coming for masters in Ireland? So what would be a rough figure for rent, groceries, transportation, bills and all?
I think it depends on like where are you living in Ireland as well. So I can say about Dublin, because that's where I was, and right now it would be I think around 1,000 to 1,200 euros. Mostly the major chunk of it obviously goes into your rent, and the rent would be, I think if you are sharing with someone, around like 700 to 800. And then I would say in terms of groceries, again it depends on like how much, if you buy groceries or if you eat outside, it will obviously like vary. If you are eating outside, it will be more expensive, but if you like cook and if you have like if you buy groceries, it would be like 50 to 60 euros a month, like a month, I would say. And then for transportation, again it's like 40 euros, but for students, like you can get some discounts as well. So compared, like overall it would be 1,000 to 1,200, I think.
How about part-time jobs? Like, is it difficult to balance your studies and the part-time jobs, or is it fine?
The part-time, there's plenty of options. I would say you can like work in a cafe or a restaurant, and also there are options of actually working in UCD, like doing like lab-based part-time roles. So I think it again depends on how well you manage your time, but I would say if you are like going to college every day, you can spend like around 15 hours per week part-time, because in Ireland like you can work 20 hours a week if you are a student, and then on holidays you can do 40 hours a week. For me, I was doing my course online, so it was kind of easier to manage because my classes were online, and I used to do around like 24 hours. But I'd say normally if you would want to have to go to college and then manage your part-time, like 10 to 15 hours is a good time that you could do in a week.
What are the common mistakes the international students will do here in Ireland, like after coming here? So any tips to save money and time while they're studying and doing the part-times?
I think in terms of money, you need to like kind of budget yourself, because I know like when you move to a new country, you want to like go out, experience new things and try different food and stuff. But I think it would be easier to kind of like set a budget and make a list of things, because like to plan how much you have to pay for rent, your bills, and then try to budget some of your money for your like other activities, because like you sometimes don't realize and you keep on spending, and by the end of the month you're like, I don't know where the money's gone. And for the time as well, I think it's again, kind of planning ahead of what you're going to do, because if you leave things for the last minute, you're just going to be like panicking. So it takes a lot of like organization, and especially when you're coming from your like home and then by living by yourself, it's a bit difficult initially. I think because you're not used to it, but I think like eventually with time, people do get used to it, and it really, I think, helps to be more organized. To save money, I think there are a few like apps that the students could use. So there is the TFI Go app, where students can get discounts on like bus tickets. Also there is a student leave card, which will basically help you to go to the transport and use the transport for like lesser price than normal adult leave card. And there's also like other options like uni days. They have various discounts for students, and you can also use like Tesco Club card or like Lidl Plus app for groceries, and they have offers going on all the time. So that way you can also kind of save some money.
So how is the job market for biotechnology and the QC related jobs now here in Ireland?
In Ireland, actually, the job market for pharma is really good. It is the hub of all pharmaceutical industries, and most big companies are here, like Pfizer, there's MSD, there's Merck, and like Wuxi. There's so many different companies who have their headquarters here as well. So there's lots of opportunities in terms of QC related roles or like pharmaceutical related roles.
Any advice on how to apply or prepare for jobs while studying here?
So I would say start by like improving your CV. The CV that you need to have here is a bit different from what you would have in India, and you need to tailor it according to the job role. But UCD is really good in terms of helping you out with this. They have like a careers group where you can actually go, and they help you out in like tailoring your CV and helping you out how it should be structured. And apart from that, like going onto LinkedIn and updating your LinkedIn profile is very important as well, because that is where you would mostly apply for jobs. There's also some websites, there's Indeed, where you can apply for jobs, where they release job roles as well. And I think the most important thing is networking. So there's any career fairs that UCD organizes or other university organizes, you should definitely go there, because that is where you actually are able to go and meet the representatives from different companies, and you'll be able to speak to them directly, and like they would refer you for some sort of role that you're interested for. So I think networking is like really important. You have to build like networks, and that works a lot in Ireland especially. What skills and certifications help students stand out in biotech or pharma industry here? For pharma, I would say having certifications of like GMP, which is good manufacturing practices, or GDP, the good documentation practices, would be helpful. Or like data integrity courses, or you could also do like Lean Six Sigma, or Excel courses, all the basic data analysis as well. These certifications would be really helpful because they are being used everywhere. Okay. What's the one misconception that students have about getting a job here in Ireland? So what was it? I think people think that, just after finishing their masters, they would be able to get a job like that. But it's not that easy. So you have to really be patient about it. And if you have applied for like 100 jobs, you might just get a call back from like one or two, or you might get rejected from everywhere. So it's just about being consistent and like keep on trying, and also at the same time keep on like gathering more skills. You could do like online courses which are available, or like there's other resources available from your college as well. From UCD, you can like reach out to them and do some courses which will upskill yourself till the time you're waiting to get a job. How was the work culture here in Ireland for international professionals? I think it's very good. Like everywhere that I have worked, I've always experienced like very warm and friendly people. Irish people are really nice and extremely helpful as well. And also it's very multicultural. So if you're working in a company, you would find people from like different countries. So it's not just you're working with Irish people all the time, but like you have a good mix of cultures, and that's like really good to have in our team as well. Also, I think the work-life balance is really good. So no one stays late. If you're working 9 to 5, you are working 9 to 5, and after that, no one can email you, call you, or anything. And your weekends are your weekends, so it's for you and your family or your friends. So the work culture is really good, and you enjoy working.
Okay. What's the one thing that students need to prepare mentally before coming here to Ireland?
I think it's definitely the weather.
Yeah.
I think no one tells you that before you come to Ireland, that it's almost raining and it's cloudy most of the time. There's only like 2 months of summer or sunshine that you would get. So definitely be prepared for lots of cold and rain. And also, like, I think adjusting initially, being away from your family is a little bit difficult for people. So getting used to that as well.
Any final tips or do's and don'ts for the students who are planning for masters in Ireland?
I would say definitely pack for like cold weather. You need to have like good jackets. And the other thing is that bear in mind that the accommodation in Ireland is really expensive. So you should have a budget for yourself so that you can actually comfortably live here and like study. One thing that I would say don't do is like try to isolate yourself or not go out and meet people, because like that is what we are here for, you know, to have the experience, to have that multicultural experience. So you should definitely, you know, involve in different college societies, or there's a lot of societies in UCD and they do so many events like year round. So just like try to enroll and then go for them, even if you don't know anyone. I'm sure you'll definitely make friends, because friends are really important when you are not living at your home. So that's all I would say.
Thank you so much, Tisha. Thank you for your valuable time and all the tips you have given to the students.
Thank you so much for having me. It was great talking to you.
It was too great to meet you as well.
Yes.
If you have any other questions or you want more topics on the student interviews, please do let me know in the comment section. And if you like the video, please hit the like button, do share the video and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.